Hi, it's Marie from Marie's Scrappy Creations, where we sew the scraps of your life into beautiful creations. What's up this week? Well, let's take a look. I have a few things that I've been working on all week, but I simply can't show you all of them for good reason. Two of them are gifts, and if I put them out on What's Up Wednesday this week, it won't be much of a surprise for the people they're intended for. I am going to show you some things that are on my table, so why don't we get to that? We'll do some chatting along the way. Stick around, there's a lot going on this week. This week there's a lot going on around my sewing area, but it's not all sewing related. You see, this whole time I've been sewing in our dining room. And it's not always ideal, but as I told you all in one of my first videos, please don't get discouraged by the small area you have to sew in. Not everybody can have a dedicated sewing room. You know, if you have to put out the sewing machine after you clear the supper dishes, or you have to wait for a weekend, we've all been there. And I know it can get discouraging when you're watching YouTube videos and you see people with these beautiful sewing rooms, but it doesn't always happen for all of us. But that being said, we have two bedrooms, and one of them is going to be partly my new sewing room. And that's exciting. And what is this? This is one of my Christmas gifts. This was gifted to me by my youngest son and my daughter-in-law for Christmas, and it's a Cricut maker, as you can see. This does a lot of fabulous things. Over and above vinyl, which I know nothing about, you can do a lot with fabric, and you can do a lot with fabric scraps, and you know that I'm in the business of scraps. So I understand that not everybody has a Cricut or access to one, but anytime I use this in tutorials, and there will be upcoming tutorials using the Cricut, I will always, and I repeat, always give an alternative way to do them. Mostly we will be using it for applique purposes, so we'll be cutting out a shape with the Cricut and appliquing it onto something that we make. I will always give you a link so that you can print out and cut out the exact same shape that we're using. I won't leave anybody behind. But I have been dying to show this off, and so now I have. They're a pretty neat thing. I won't get into it. They do some fabulous things. You can make t-shirts, you can do a lot with these, but I won't get into that all right now. I do want to show you a few other things. The last two What's Up Wednesdays, first I was working on the blocks for this, and secondly, I showed you I had put the green border around last week. Well, now it's a little bag, and it's not all that big, but isn't that sweet? It's so bright. And I put a pocket inside, just a simple pocket, no snap or anything like that. And it's just a cute little bag, I thought. And I'll probably put it up for sale, as I'm not really into bright colors, so I'll probably put it up for sale or gift it, one or the other. I am a part of a quilt block swap group, and usually we only swap 2 blocks every month, but I had suggested to the woman that runs the group a few months ago that maybe it would be nice to swap scraps, and then we get all new colors. And I know I don't need any more scraps, right? But I did, because look at all these. They're beautiful. And over and above the colors and the sizes of the scraps, do you know what's in here? Anyone who loves scraps like I do is going to know the answer to that. This is someone's memories. This is like, say this is from their grandchild's quilt or something they made for their brother or their mother. They sent me a bag of their sewing memories, and that's exactly what this is. And I can't wait to delve into this bag and just start making things. I'm really excited about that. I was very excited to get it in the mail. The other thing I want to mention is about, well, something I need some feedback on. I'm going to switch the camera so you can see me while I'm talking to you, and we'll finish this discussion. I'm back. Okay, I have a few ideas that I'd like to run past you, and I would love to hear about what you think in the comments section. So my first idea is a Facebook page where we can all gather, show each other what we're making. Maybe you want to show off what you made from a tutorial. Maybe you just want to show off what you've been working on at home, all on your own. I know I would love to see what you all are up to. So I have already a Facebook page called Marie's Scrappy Creations. You see, about a year and a half ago, I made my page and it's associated with my basic Facebook page. So my friends and family came over and joined, and at that point I called my group Marie's Custom Sewing. And so you had to be friends with me in order to be a part of that group. Well, that's not really going to work out well with YouTube subscribers. Not that I don't mean that you guys aren't friendly. I'm just saying I think it's better to have a page that's not tied to my personal Facebook page. So for any of you watching who are already on my Facebook group, I am going to be making a new one. I'm going to be associating it with a different email account, but it's going to have the same name. So if you get an invite, that's why. I also need you to let me know in the comments section what you think of this idea. Once I get it up and running, I'll be talking more about it in an upcoming video, and I'll let you know how to find me on Facebook once it's set up. It's not up there yet, okay? The only one you'll find is a private group that not everyone can join at this point, but I'm going to take care of that. And as I mentioned, I'm changing sewing areas. So this week's tutorial isn't going to be a difficult one. It's not going to be a time-consuming one, but it's going to be fun. Easter's coming right up, just a month away, and we all need something cute for spring and Easter. I don't know what your weather's like, but here in northern Maine, we've got a heck of a lot of snow. There are no bunnies and spring flowers here. There's probably 4 feet of snow out back. So, what I want you to do is grab all your autumn, I was going to say autumn, your spring colored scraps. We want your light blues, your lime greens, your bright yellows and pinks, because we're going to make something cute. Kind of geared towards children. Maybe you have a child or children at home, or grandchildren, niece, nephew, neighbor, whatever. We're going to make something really cute. And what you're going to need is, as I said, your spring colored scraps. Maybe you have some Easter fabric scraps or some yardage. That will work too. We're going to need that. You're going to need some cotton batting, as well as some fairly heavy interfacing, because this is going to have to stand up a little bit. You're going to want a little bit of rigidity to it. Now, you can use 2 layers of cotton batting. We could use some fusible fleece, or any combination of fusible, interfacing, fleece, or cotton. We can make anything work because we're scrapping it, right? Everything is workable. And if you think I have fabric scraps, you ought to see all the scraps of batting I have. I have little strips of batting that are like this narrow, but I save everything. And you know, it works in pot holders. It works in a lot of things. Oh, and speaking of pot holders, our winner from last week, who won the pot holders, Linda Kinney, she received her pot holders yesterday and she was thrilled. I'll try to share a picture if I can figure out how to put it here in the video, but they were yellow and red and she liked them, and I'm so happy for that. Congratulations again, Linda. And we will be doing other drawings in the future. In fact, I think I'm going to do them on a monthly basis, and how it will work is I will give a keyword towards the end of each video, and if you comment with that keyword under the video, your name will go in the drawing. So you have to watch the video and you have to comment below to be in on the drawing. Okay, so that about does it for What's Up Wednesday this week. By the time my tutorial airs, I'll be in the new sewing area, so it might look a little bit different than what it does right now. So until Sunday, have fun, gather your scraps, be kind, be safe. We'll see you then. Bye.